Have you ever really stopped to think about the stories that are hiding in plain sight in the objects we use every single day? Like the chair you're sitting in right now, or the table where you have your meals. Every one of them has a story. Today, we're going to dive into the incredible world of bespoke carpentry, where a simple piece of wood is completely transformed into a functional work of art.
So, what is it that turns a tree into a treasure? It sounds like a simple question, right? But the answer? Well, the answer is a whole journey. It's a process that's all about vision, incredible skill, and honestly, a deep respect for the material itself. It's about turning something that was once living into something that will last for generations. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the word bespoke. We hear it thrown around a lot these days, but what does it actually mean? Its true meaning is really rooted in collaboration, in creating something that is absolutely 100% unique.
Yeah, see, bespoke is so much more than just handmade. It's a conversation, a real back and forth. It doesn't start with a blueprint, it starts with an idea, your idea. The artisan then steps in as your partner, using all their expertise to bring that vision to life, to create a physical object that is one of a kind and fits your space and your story perfectly.
Every great work of art starts with a canvas. And for a master carpenter, that canvas is wood. The very first decision, that first stroke of genius, is all in the selection of that material.
And this isn't just about picking a pretty grain pattern or a nice color. The artisan is literally reading the wood. They're looking at its grain, its density, its history. They're imagining how it's going to feel under a chisel, how it'll react, and how it's going to look decades from now. This single choice really sets the entire tone for the finished piece.
And making that choice is this beautiful blend of art and science. Are you building a kitchen countertop that needs to survive the chaos of daily life? Well, then the incredible durability of hard maple is what you want. But if you're going for a show-stopping dining table, something that's going to be the centerpiece of a room, then the rich, complex grain of black walnut tells a much more dramatic story. Every choice has a purpose.
Alright, so once that perfect piece of wood has been chosen, the real craft begins. This is where centuries of technique come together with modern precision to start shaping that raw material. Now, this is what separates the real deal from the mass-produced stuff that's just held together with a few screws and some glue. Joinery isn't just about connecting wood. It's about creating a bond that is somehow both beautiful and even stronger than the wood itself. It's pure art, but it's also brilliant physics. Just take the classic mortise and tenon joint. There's a reason it's been used for thousands of years. It's so clever. You have one piece of wood with a slot, that's the mortise, and the other is shaped to have a tongue that fits perfectly inside it, that's the tenon. When you join them, they create this incredibly strong interlocking mechanical bond. There's no room for error here. The fit has to be absolutely perfect.
And this quote just captures the whole philosophy perfectly. Precision is the language of respect for the wood. Every single precise cut, every perfectly snug joint. It's like a conversation with the material. It's the craftsperson honoring the life of the tree by giving it a new, beautiful, and enduring form.
So a piece can be strong, it can be perfectly made, but what gives it a soul, It's all in the details. It's those unique little touches that tell you this piece was made by a human hand with real thought and intention.
And these are the kinds of flourishes that just elevate a piece to another level. A butterfly inlay, for instance, isn't just for looks. It's actually a structural key that holds two slabs of wood together. Or book-match slabs, where you create this stunning, almost perfectly mirrored image of the grain. And a live edge, which keeps the natural shape of the tree. It's like bringing a small piece of the forest right into your home. Each one of these details is a signature, the mark of a true artist.
So when all the sawdust finally settles and that last coat of finish is wiped on, what are we left with? Well, it's a whole lot more than just a table. 120 hours. Just let that number sink in for a second. That's 3 full 40-hour work weeks of one person's life, of their focus and dedication, all poured into a single object. That's where the real value is. It's not just in the wood, it's in the time, the skill, the patience. It's a commitment to making something that is built to last. See, a bespoke piece carries its whole history right there on the surface. You can see the artisan's choices in the flow of the grain. You can feel the precision in every joint. And it wasn't just made for a space, it was made for a person. It's basically an heirloom from the very first day it's finished.
And that really brings us right back to where we started. The things we choose to fill our lives with, they're not just things, they're vessels. They hold stories, they hold craftsmanship, they hold time itself. So the next time you see a beautifully made object, just take a second and ask yourself, what story is this telling me?